Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, let me tell you something. There used to be standard criteria in being called a man. Taking care of business, both in and outside of the home. Having your own stuff, being independent, being able to solve problems and conflict as well, and setting the example for those around you, including friends and family. Today, that's been replaced by a lot of silly stuff out here. I want to talk about a story that broke yesterday, but happened early Sunday morning. And it's involving two twins out there in Brooklyn, New York. 19-year-old girls who were fatally stabbed. Well, one was fatally stabbed and the other one was stabbed as well because they rejected the advancements of a gentleman or some gentleman. Argument ensued. One of them lost her life. And as sad as this tragedy is, I want to show you this news article real fast, this news video, like I always do. Then I'm going to come back and read something to you that explains a lot that this video didn't. We have a lot of boys out here that are grown, but want the title of man and don't know their head from a hole in the ground. This story makes me sick. And I'm going to share it with you. Take a look.
Family is devastated. It's very senseless. A young life has been taken, and our community is devastated from it.
Cynthia, who did not want to give her last name, is a longtime family friend mourning the loss of 19-year-old Samaya Spain. Detectives say a man fatally stabbed her outside this bodega on the corner of St. Mark's Place and 4th Avenue in Park Slope early Sunday morning.
She was just a sweetheart and a beautiful young lady. She had a very good heart. She cared for her community, and we love her.
Pieces of yellow police tape could still be seen left hanging outside the bodega Sunday afternoon, just a few hours after that gruesome attack. According to a witness who did not want to show their face on camera, Spain and her 19-year-old sister rejected a man's advances, which led to an argument. The man allegedly left the store, came back acting erratic before stabbing one of them in the chest and the other in the arm. The witness claims to have been at a party with the sisters moments earlier.
A guy in all black had stabbed one of the girls in her neck and the other in her arm and ran. So then everybody gets to attending her. One of her friends took off their shirts and started putting neck compression on her neck to try to slow down the bleeding. She was gushing blood just down her entire body, covering the street.
As the deadly stabbing is now under police investigation, cell phone video shows commotion and what appears to be a group of people arguing inside the bodega before that stabbing. The two women were taken to a nearby hospital, but sadly, Spain could not be saved. Her sister, who detectives have not identified, is still recovering from her injuries. Now, as family and loved ones piece together a tragedy that will forever change their lives, they're remembering a young life lost too soon. Posters and candles spelling out the word twin for the slain sister sits outside of her apartment building in the Wyckoff Gardens.
Now we got to deal with putting her to rest, and it's hurting every last one of us.
That's the news article, the video article. I'm going to read this news article by the New York Post that has a lot more details from the other sister's account that survived the attack. It reads as follows. Twin who survived Park Slope stabbing desperately tried to protect sister after a drunken man followed and attacked them. The twin of a 19-year-old girl who was stabbed to death outside of Brooklyn Deli after she allegedly rejected the advancements of a man has recounted how she tried to protect her sibling when the drunken man became enraged that she would not follow him back on Instagram. Sanaya Spain and her sister Samaya had taken a break from a family game night and were walking to the Slope Natural Plus on 4th Street in Park Slope with their brother at around 2:20 a.m. Sunday, when a friend pointed out that someone was following Samaya, the surviving teen told the Daily News. I grabbed her phone and I was like, come with me, Sanaya said. I was like, why are you talking to that boy? She said, I'm not talking to that boy. Sanaya said to get him off their backs, Samaya decided to give her Instagram handle to the man who relatives told the Post the girls met earlier in the evening at a local club. She said she wasn't going to follow him back, she said, and that's it. She said no at that point. She said the man became enraged. He started to argue with the two teenagers, stormed out of the bodega, but came back just a few minutes later, Sanaya recounted. He pushed little Samaya, then I pushed him, she said. Then everybody else started pushing him out the door. An employee at the store became involved and kicked the drunken man out of the store with his friends, locked the door behind them, according to Sanaya. The twins then got their late night snack and left the store, only to find the assailant armed with a knife and the door to the bodega locked behind them. He had a knife in his hand and was saying, I'm going to stab y'all in the face. Sanaya recounted. I'm telling everybody to back up, and he pushed little Samaya to the ground. When the assailant started to run at Samaya with the knife in his hand, the girl's older brother intervened, punching him and sending him to the ground. That is when the situation descended into an all-out brawl, Sanaya said. As I was going to grab Samaya's phone, he stabbed me in the arm, she said. Samaya then asked him to give her a phone back, and he stabbed her in the neck. She said, I'm about to faint, Sanaya recalled. As soon as she said, I'm about to faint, I called 911. Police found Samaya with stab wounds to her chest and neck and rushed both twins to New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital, where Samaya was later pronounced dead. Sanaya, meanwhile, has since been released from the hospital. She called her family members after the attack. She said, Granddaddy, Samaya got stabbed and she died. Said the victim's grandfather, Alfonso Goodson, age 66. I couldn't believe it, he said, when I got the call, and I came as soon as I could. Friends and family have now set up a makeshift memorial outside the twins' Brooklyn home. Sanaya said she is now trying to be strong with her parents as she remains in shock. The two girls were regulars at the bodega, according to the employee, Mohammed Abar. They used to come every day, he said. They come, shake my hand, say, how are you? He wasn't working when the attack occurred early Saturday morning, but said the killing left him distraught. I don't want to see nobody hurt. Nobody, he said. She's a nice girl. Samaya and Sanaya were born in Brooklyn and spent some time in North Carolina before moving back to the Big Apple. They wanted to come back to the city because this is what they know, the girl's grandfather said. It was too quiet for them down there. He described Samaya as beautiful and very respectful. My granddaughter was the best, Goodson said. I love them both, and I'm sorry to see that she's leaving me now. What can I do? No arrests have been made yet in the slashing as police continue to search for two men, one of whom was seen last wearing a ski mask. The store got the video, Goodson noted. Somebody knows somebody's going to come forward. All right, guys, that's the story, and may Samaya rest in peace. All for nothing. All for nothing. I mean, what's this word? Social media. He trying to get her information, and I'm sure a lot of you ladies out there know this. There are guys that force themselves on you and be like so hungry and thirsty upon you. You be just trying to get them away from you, but like you see, it's not going away because almost their excitement and stuff is almost overbearing and kind of borderline aggressive. So you just try to, okay, here's my Instagram handle. You ain't gonna follow me back like that. Because they know the game, because it's been played on them multiple times, because they don't even know how to approach women in the first place. This is crazy. Said the guy was drunken. The article had more than the news thing, but the news showed the dudes. You see it? It showed the dudes. One dude with a ski mask on. Who gonna holler at somebody when you or one of your friends is wearing a ski mask? See, the thing about it is, like, even though human beings don't think they're animals, we are a part of the animal, genus out here. And some of us, without the proper training and intelligence, revert back to those primal instincts. You see a lot of guys doing that type of stuff. You get angry because you are rejected by a female, like that's the only one on the planet. There are many more out here. And maybe if you clean yourself up and you become, a shining example of what you think a woman wants, you'll attract those women. You ain't got to open your mouth, they'll come to you. So that's the part. He got to live close by, because if he argued and then ran and went and got a house knife, that's a house knife. He went in the house and got that somewhere. And he was telling her, hey, follow me back to my house. Like he trying to get her in his house. That right there is stupid. You just met this girl and you trying to bring her to your crib? Think about that. You still in formal, y'all still in a formal engagement, getting to know each other. Yeah, come back to my house. That's just how it goes. You wasn't looking for a woman, you was looking for a hoe. Or easy lay. And that's the thing. People need to know their worth. These twins knew their worth. They didn't come out there for that. And that's the thing. Guys always, and it's just natural for us. We always be high strung on a sexual level. Like, women don't be like that. Just because somebody's cute and look good, they be dressed up looking nice. And you'll see some of the bummiest dudes trying to shoot their shot. For what? For what? You ever look in the mirror? What about you make you attractive or make you a chick magnet where everybody want to gravitate to you? A lot of these dudes be unshaven, crazy looking, ski mask on. Yeah, that's a positive influence. In the animal kingdom, a woman will go out and try, when males come forward, she'll go with the one that gives her the best chance of survival and stability. Look at some of these dudes out here, they can't even take care of themselves. How they gonna take care of a woman? A lot of them live in their mama house or be homeless and want to meet a chick and act like they got it going on. A bunch of damn lies. Man, there's some silliness going on out here, man. This girl should still be alive. Went out, had a good time, made it home. That in itself is a chore nowadays. You go out to the club, you might not make it home. And they went out to the club, made it back to the house. Hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go down to the bodega. They open, they probably hungry, go get something to eat. We all done that before. Bunch of dudes standing outside, hanging outside. Come on, man. Come on. All of a sudden, you sitting out there and the greatest thing you ever seen coming down the street and you got the follower. You following her front. Man, listen. The community will come forward. This guy lives close. And a lot of people, these stories you're starting to see that get this notoriety out there, people are coming, they starting to come forward because they tired of this. Innocent people minding their business, getting took off the planet. People are coming forward. You can expect something soon because the community is rallying around it. You can already see it because she left a positive impression amongst those that cared about the community and are hurting right now. Somebody will come forward on this. Like I said, may Samaya rest in peace, and Sanaya make a full recovery, even though nothing to replace the loss. That was a twin sister at that. Part of her is really gone. You know what I'm saying? Sisters in the womb at the same time. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.